Johnson Creek. I have not been here for 2 years, but Johnson told me to be here today. And if Johnson tells you to do something, you better do it. Beautiful, beautiful. Very, very low over there, so we're not gonna toss over there, but main river, most excellent. I see a lot of minnows in the water, so that means there could be some really good fish. Let's get our baits in the water and see what we can get. Let's toss a worm into the abyss over here. I don't know how deep it is, but I think the rock's decently deep here. Outside of the creek, obviously. The creek's really shallow, but I think the rock itself is pretty deep. So toss this worm out there, pretty far out there. See what we can get out of it. Hopefully not a turtle, because I know they're around here, but I think as long as I toss in the actual river, I think I'm gonna be okay. I saw a fish come up there. I think it's a carp. The bright heat of the day, we have to go under the bridge to escape the heat, and maybe, just maybe, there's some fish down here. Not really sure, but if there were fish anywhere biting, they would kind of be here if you really think about it, because it's cool under the bridge. Using a grub for right now, but I'll probably change baits after a while. Maybe even try a worm under a bobber. All right, all these other lures have failed. Let's try the worm under a bobber. Don't have to toss it that far from shore. Man, fishing's not been good today. I think I had like 4 bites. One of them pulled me into a snag. The other 3 just got off somehow. And now I've got 1 giant bait of worms, like 3 worms on a big hook here. Got 5 minnows on that hook over there. I caught some minnows on the rock because they're just all over shore, and I got 2 minnows over there. Catfish, walleye, anything. Looking for just big fish, and I don't know if I'm gonna get them tonight. I got something finally. This is the giant worm bait. Is that a fish? Yeah, that's a fish. I don't know what it is, but it's decently heavy. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. I like it. Heavy fish are good fish. And I got one while it was still out outside. What do you know? The elder fish lords are not completely against me, but I think it might be a carpio. Could be a cat as well. Okay, I can't really tell what it is right now, but oh, it is a cat. Oh, it's a drum. That is going to be fish food for my elder catfish. Freshwater drum. It's a kind of a big one. I don't want to cut it, but you know what? The elder catfish lords demand it. Freshwater drum. 3 worms to get that thing. Definitely going to be bait. Check out that massive, massive chunk of bait. It's about as big as any live bluegill. I know that most people will say, but flatheads like live bait. True, but I know they'll bite big cut bait, fresh cut bait as well, because I've caught a lot of them on it. So yeah, see how far I can throw this out there. As long as it's in the current, I'm okay. The rock's current isn't too strong here, but you know, as long as it's in the current, it's good. I think I got something here, finally. Is that a fish? Oh yeah, that is definitely a fish. I don't think it's a big one though. Oh, it might be. It doesn't feel like a big one. It feels like a freaking drum or something. Maybe slightly bigger, but maybe like a slightly bigger drum. Or it's a flathead, but it doesn't feel like it could be 20 pounds. Maybe like 10? I wouldn't mind if it was 20. Would like a 20-pound catfish. It does not feel like a 20-pounder. It is a catfish. Is it a flat, or I think it's a channel though. Yeah, it's a channel. To bring it over. Oh, so many bugs. So many bugs here. Yep, it's a channel. Channel gato fish. I ate a bug. Really wanted a flathead, but that's a nice channel, maybe 2-3 pounds. But not what I was looking for. Definitely not what I was looking for. Looking for a mighty flathead catfish. So we got like a 2-pound channel. Channel gato fish. Channel catfish. Right there, channel catfish. This guy, really fat. Fat stomach. Probably pre-spawn. Pretty fish. Just got a little bit fatter by eating all my minnows though. So yeah, we're gonna put them back in the rock. See you fish, have a good day. Got a pint-sized bluegill from the rock, just netting minnows. This guy fell into my net, and now he's gonna die, and hopefully get me a glorious flathead. This is great flathead bait. I know I prefer the bluegills to be a bit bigger, but tiny pint-sized ones, I know flatheads will eat them up as well. Channels will too, so you gotta be careful. There's a lot more channels than flats around here, but you gotta take your chances. If you don't try to catch flatheads, you will never catch them, unfortunately. Don't try, don't catch them. So I'm gonna try. Guy's pretty lively. Just need to make sure I don't get caught on my own thing and chug them out there. They also stay on the line way, way better than a bunch of bluegills. So there we go. Tiny little bluegill. Hopefully it gets me something. Look at that. Look at that. Finally, we got another bite. All right, bluegill. It's not a big fish, unfortunately. What could it possibly be, though? Probably just a small channel. Took my bait, though. It's definitely bigger than the bluegill. What could it be? I think it's just another small channel. Too many small channel gato fish here. Not a flatheady night. Looks like it's just a 1-pounder. Yep, looks like it's just a channel catfish. About a 1-pounder. Took my little bluegill. Poor bluegill. Oh well, at least another fish. Channel gato fish. Another little sucker. Would be a nice eater if I was eating fish, but I'm not. Oh well. Waiting for that big flathead still. Still got 2 more baits out. Definitely gonna wait for the flathead. Probably gonna get some more minnows as well. See you, see you, channel. And there it goes. I know that the flatheads are here, so I'm gonna keep tossing these pint-sized gills out. Just don't know where here they are. All right, there we go. Very nice. We want to where just kind of like the creek runs into the river. You don't want it too much creek because the creek has too much sludge and it's too low. But you don't want all river because they seem to like the creek side a little bit more. My God, that's a big fish. Lost the bell, but I'll get that later, but that's a decent sized fish. Need to go over this one. Hope that's a big flathead. Feels pretty heavy. It ain't running like a channel. Hopefully at least 10 pounds. I think it is a flathead actually, but it's not like a gigantic one. It doesn't feel gigantic anyways. It's not running like a channel. It's swimming towards shore, so maybe it is a channel, I don't know. Last time I had a flathead, it did not swim towards shore. Yeah, I think it's a channel actually. It doesn't feel huge. It's darting like a channel now. Feels bigger. Yep, it's a channel. Darn. Another channel gato fish. Just really wanted a flathead. But, you know, got a couple of channels here. Not too bad for tonight. But man, I really wanted a big one, a big flat. Looks like the elder catfish gods will not grant my wish. That looks like a blue, but it's a channel. We don't have blues here, unfortunately. Wish we did. But another channel. Probably, is that a flathead? No, it's a channel. Probably like 4 pounds. Not interesting for me. Not interesting at all for me. Channel gato fish. Probably 5 or 6 actually. But man, wanted a 50-pound flathead. Just couldn't get one. Channel gato fish. Biggest one of the night, probably like 3-4 pounds. Probably like 4, maybe 5. Not gonna weigh it, it's not that big. But the big flats don't seem to be out tonight. It's slightly after midnight. I'm gonna stay here for a little while longer. Hopefully we can get a big one. We'll just let this guy gato back into the abyss. See you, catfish. That was a fun trip. A little bit disappointing. I actually did lose like 3 or 4 fish during the day messing with the camera, trying to turn it on when the fish was biting. Should actually just always record, but run into battery problems that way. But either way, that was a decently fun trip. We got like 3 channels in that drum. And the thing is, all the channels hit like along the creek side. I saw a guy basically throw a worm under a bobber, and a catfish took it within a couple of minutes during the day. All mine were caught at night, but they were all in that area where the creek runs into the river. You don't want bottom bait on the creek because bottom bait on the creek, it just gets trapped in the sludge and they won't pick it up if it's too trapped in the sludge. And sometimes you lose your bait as well. But where that creek runs into the river, that is a pretty good gold mine. I'm going to try that again after the catfish spawn. The water on the rock has been above 70 for like almost a week now. So a lot of the catfish, they are actually like spawning more or less, I think. And maybe some of the big ones as well. So I'll go there in like late July, early August, see if I can pick anything else up. I do have problems with turtles there around that time. But maybe, hopefully not this year. So hopefully we'll get something huge next time we go. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Don't be afraid to ask me about these spots, any of them, and I will see you guys later.